Micah Bell is one of the most divisive figures in Red Dead Redemption 2, and for good reason. He's not just a brute outlaw, but a deeply manipulative and corrupting force in the Linde Gang. From his backstory, we learn his criminal roots go deep. His father and grandfather were outlaws, and his dad was wanted for murder in multiple counties. He first enters the gang by saving Dutch in a bar fight gone sour, which earns him a foothold. Once inside, Micah pushes for riskier, more violent schemes. Most notably the disastrous Blackwater ferry robbery, something he convinces Dutch to back. That failure drives the gang into hiding and sets off a chain of events that really destabilizes Dutch's leadership. Over time, Micah increasingly influences Dutch's decisions, steering him toward more arrogance and reckless violence, like blowing up Bacchus Bridge to distract the authorities. Micah's relationship with the rest of the gang is deeply toxic. Arthur and others openly distrust him. He sneers at Arthur's tuberculosis, mocking him as Black Lung. And Micah's jealousy is palpable. He's unpredictable, sadistic even, and has no qualms about violence. According to lore, he's even aligned with the Pinkertons. After returning from Guarma, he becomes an informant, betraying his own gang. By the later chapters, Micah's manipulation pays off. He convinces Dutch to shun rescuing Abigail when she's kidnapped, arguing it's not worth the risk. This fractures the gang fundamentally. When Arthur exposes Micah's betrayal in front of the gang, a dramatic split forms. Micah doubles down, taking a faction with him. In the final mission, American Venom, Micah's treachery culminates. No matter how things play out for Arthur, Micah survives the last showdown, only to be killed by John Marston later on. But his story doesn't end there. After the Linde Gang breaks apart, Micah forms his own gang around 1907, based in Mount Hagen, Ambarino. His new gang is brutal. There's talk of mass murders, dismemberment, and ruthless raids. He becomes a symbol of pure lawlessness, a man shaped by betrayal and survival above all. What makes Micah such a compelling villain is how layered he is. He's not just violent, he's strategic, charming to Dutch, dangerous to Arthur, and utterly self-serving. While his actions ultimately destroy the gang, he's also a catalyst. His influence pulls Dutch away from his ideals and accelerates the downfall. In the end, Micah isn't just a traitor. He's the embodiment of what the Linde Gang becomes when it abandons its founding principles. One of the most fascinating aspects of Micah is how he represents the darker side of loyalty and ambition. Unlike Arthur, whose choices are guided by honor and morality, even in a criminal life, Micah is ruthless and opportunistic, always putting himself first. His charisma and cunning allow him to manipulate Dutch, playing on Dutch's ego and desire for control, which slowly turns the gang from a family into a powder keg of tension and mistrust.